Hi, this is my video for second opportunity with all my missing evidences. This is the evidences 2.1 healthy habits, alcoholism. Alcoholism. What is it? It is a disease and not a vice whose need or dependence on the take of alcoholic beverage in people generates deterioration in their physical and mental health. Just wondering, the prevention of alcoholism should begin at an early age with an education based on a moderation reinforced by the example in the family, as well as actions that promote self-esteem and social skills so that in the future they choose healthy forms of entertainment. Whose common is the alcoholism? Today, 20 million people face alcohol addictions, often those who started drinking at the average age of 13 or 14. What place does Mexico occupy worldwide in the alcohol consumption? Actually, the World Health Organization indicates that in Latin America, the first place of alcohol consumption is occupied by Chile with a 9 liters per capita, while Mexico ranks the 10th with an occupation of 7.2 liters per capita. What are the dangers of the alcoholism? The person who suffers it and doesn't receive treatment usually sees their personal and work life altered with an alcohol dependence and losing all the people who loves actually and see the most things like injuries and falls, drones, burns, and accidents with cars. Other things is the violence, such as homicides, suicides, sexual assault, and domestic violence with sexual partners. The other thing is the intoxication, actually, all the alcohol in a medical emergency that is caused by a high blood alcohol levels. Warning signs about the alcoholism. One of those is dangerous behaviors, drinking when you wake up, when all the people drinks at the first step, is serious signs of alcohol, difficult to stopping to drink once, and difficulty to to take care of yourself and try to leave all this toxic drink. How actually trade treatment all these things. Some ways to recover from alcoholism which have very effective and almost people who receive it recover and learn to overcome their impulses to drink alcohol. Treatments range from a variety of medications of therapies and meetings in AA. It means Alcoholic Anonymous. That last is very utile to take get better of all of who suffer this disease. Well, this is this evidence healthy habits. We're going to the evidence 3.2 discussions about the social networks by Sergio. How do you feel Do you feel social media brings people together or isolates them? Uh, I really believe that social media is a tool that can help us meet more people as well as share our tastes with more people. But it is also a tool that can endanger our security by sharing our information with people we don't actually know. Positive effects about social media who brings us. One of the positive things that social media has left us is the ease of knowing, learning, and having more information at hand that was not as easy to obtain as before, as well as communication with people from different places where we can establish new friendships. One of the things that social networks can have left us in the mountain community with our close people, as well as publish things that we like, such as videos, photos, and the other things. And now we see the other face of the coin, the negative effects. One of the negative effects things that social media networks leave us is that they need our information actually in a different applications or permissions that many times we don't read, and we end up offering our information without realizing it. So we're often exposes ourselves to this information to people we don't know or application that we don't know what they will do with it. And an example of all these have been as our Facebook walls or actually our Instagram feed that we have an information to people that many times see our profile, and also that's a tool to be in a many cyber attacks and bullying from the other people. Are people really in a social media? I actually think that people on social media can act in many ways that don't know or don't believe and can harm us. We find many people who actually have a double life or an apparent personality that we don't always get to know. The network gives us an ability and a different form that we really pretend to live, that we like to have. This is also one of the dangers of it. What do you do to avoid spreading fake information through social media? Currently, rumors and fake news have invaded the networks many times, spreading a different amount of lies that many people end up believing until they are denied it or proven otherwise. One way that I have about not spreading them is not always believing in everything that we see and looking in the news of all the social media. My last reflection of all the subject of social media is that the present social media provide us with a number of functional utilities and tools that are a great help from daily life. However, is it not something that we can have completely trust because there are different negatives and positive effects? So it's a good to be in a social media, but we should not give them to so much power because they can greatly harm our self-esteem or health. I hope and we can all reflect uh, on a great importance of these applications that we have in actual days in our lives. However, we must be careful when using them. And my last missing evidences is the PIA about my final speech. And the speech is about me, about my career and my passion. Actually, my name is Sergio, and I want to talk about the graphic design and why I really is one of the greatest passions. Graphic design really is a very creative and incredible way to see the world because it is a way to communication through the visual arts. And it's an element that appears in our daily life and we are not too aware of it because everything around us is in a visual environment in a color, in shapes. Today I see posters, flyers, and advertisements on social networks in a more different ways inside entire the design career, and they have an opened up a great panorama for me where I learn to communicate in a thousand different ways or find a special way to a target audience. I really like to learn about advising, and I think that being able to to handle the media is one of my greatest abilities, as well as entire and a cooperative world from the perspective of imagine, because its appearance is what stands out among everything. To give a great impression and confidence to be chosen by the people what we're looking for. I definitely entire the university I managed to change my way to think about design and that it goes beyond logos, draws, but seeks to communicate in a specific way through all the visual senses. That without it we could not appreciate the shapes, colors, understand things through different way. I think I've developed a great passion in my career, and I hope to become a great designer. Maybe starting from the bottom, but making it to a great design company. And that's all of my peer. Thanks for watching and listening. Actually, teacher, in one of my evidences, the evidence about my country has has been uploaded in a Nexus platform, but I didn't get a qualification. I don't know if my team get a qualification about that evidence, but that evidence has been uploaded, but isn't it a missing evidences? And that's it. Thanks for watching the video.